Hello everyone, welcome back to English with Altaf. In today's video, we're going to learn how to train your brain to think in English.
That's right. If you want to speak English fluently and naturally, you need to stop translating from your native language and start thinking directly in English. And today, we'll show you exactly how to do that.
Let's begin with a simple question. Sarah, do you remember the first time you tried thinking in English?
Oh, yes, I do. At first, it was really hard. My brain kept going back to my native language. I would think of a sentence in Urdu and then try to translate it into English. That took a lot of time and effort.
Yes, I think many of our listeners can relate to that. When you think in your own language and try to translate, it slows you down. But when you train your brain to think directly in English, your speaking becomes faster and more natural.
Exactly. But it takes practice and patience. You can't expect your brain to switch languages overnight. It's a habit you have to build slowly, step by step.
So, what's the first step, Sarah?
Start with simple words. Begin by naming the things around you in English. For example, if you see a chair, say chair in your mind. If you see your phone, say phone. These small changes are powerful. They teach your brain to connect English words with real objects directly.
That's such a simple trick, but very effective. I used to do the same thing. I'd look around and say, table, book, fan, light, and soon my brain started thinking of those objects in English automatically.
Right. Once you're comfortable with single words, move on to short phrases. For example, instead of saying main pani pina chatahun in your mind and then translating it, just say, I want to drink water. Keep it simple and practical.
That's the key practical English. Use the phrases you need in daily life. Think about what you do every day. Wake up, brush your teeth, make breakfast, go to work. Try to describe those actions in English as you do them.
You can even talk to yourself in English during the day. For example, say to yourself, I am walking to the kitchen, or I need to call my friend. You don't have to say it out loud. You can just think it silently in your head.
I do that too. I even imagine conversations in English. Like, if I'm going to a shop, I imagine what the shopkeeper might say and how I would reply. Hello, can I help you? Yes, I need a notebook. It's a fun way to train your brain.
That's a great idea. Imagination is a powerful tool. You can create your own world in English. Think about how you would talk to your friend, your teacher, or even a tourist in English.
Exactly. And it's okay to make mistakes. The goal is not to be perfect, but to practice every day. Slowly, your brain will get used to it.
There's another method I love. It's called the 1 minute thinking exercise. You choose a topic and think about it in English for just 1 minute. For example, think about your day, your favorite food, or your last vacation.
That's a smart trick. And for our viewers, you can set a timer for 1 minute and talk to yourself about anything in English. Don't stop. Don't worry about grammar. Just speak.
Also, labeling helps a lot. Put English labels on objects in your house, like write mirror on your mirror, door on your door. Every time you see it, your brain connects the English word with the object directly.
It's a simple but powerful way to create a connection between your environment and English. And slowly your brain will stop needing translation.
Yes. And let's not forget the power of reading and listening. If you read English books or watch English videos or listen to English podcasts regularly, your brain starts picking up the natural flow and rhythm of the language.
True. When I started listening to English every day, my brain started to think in English automatically. I would hear a sentence and repeat it in my head. That improved my fluency.
Another helpful tip is to use a journal. Write 1 or 2 sentences about your day in English. You can write, "Today I went to the market," or "I studied English for 30 minutes." Writing helps you organize your thoughts in English.
Yes, and it helps you remember vocabulary too. You'll notice that with time, the same English words and phrases come to your mind without effort.
Let's also talk about the fear people have. Some learners are scared to think or speak in English because they don't want to make mistakes.
That's true, but we must remember mistakes are part of learning. Even native speakers make mistakes. The most important thing is to keep trying.
Absolutely. When you think in English, don't worry about being perfect. Just focus on expressing your ideas. With time, your grammar and vocabulary will naturally improve.
So let's do a quick summary for our listeners. First, start with simple words. Then move to short sentences. Use your daily routine to practice. Imagine conversations. Talk to yourself. Label things. Read, listen, and write in English. And most importantly, don't be afraid to make mistakes.
Well said, Adil. If our viewers follow these steps, they'll see a big improvement in their English thinking ability.
And remember, training your brain to think in English is not a one-day task. It's a daily habit. The more you do it, the faster you will improve.
So keep going and don't stop. Practice every day, and soon you'll find yourself thinking in English without even trying.
That brings us to the end of today's conversation. Let's remind our listeners what we learned.
Today, we learned how to train the brain to think in English. We talked about simple techniques like naming objects, using short phrases, imagining conversations, writing journals, labeling things, and more.
Yes, and we also learned that it's okay to make mistakes. The key is daily practice and using English in real life situations.
Thank you for tuning in to English with Altaf. We hope you found today's session helpful.
Keep learning, keep practicing, and remember, fluency starts in your mind. Train your brain and your mouth will follow.
See you next time with another exciting topic. Take care and happy learning.